Greetings, friends and family. I'm actually doing this video, what to pack from Umrah, from my hotel right outside the Kaaba in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. And I wanted to do it now while I'm here because when I get home, I think I'll start unpacking and everything will be crazy and I'll probably never do the video. Plus, there's some things that I thought of that, I said I better tell you now or I'll forget. So I'm actually packing up to leave, so I just wanted to go over some of the things I brought and what was definitely helpful, what was not. First thing first, you want to be comfortable. Neck pillow, very important. I like to take a little like knapsack or whatever you call it, fanny pack, to make it easier to get to the airport. And I like to pack light. So if you're not a light packer, then just bring your whole closet. I'm a light packer, so I only have one carry-on and I have one book bag that was kind of like my purse. So the carry-on was actually a little too heavy, so I had to check that, but the book bag just had all my essentials. So definitely, it's COVID time, so you want to bring your mask. And this thing, actually my roommate gave me this, was very helpful. It is a extender thing, so you can put it over your scarf. So that was very helpful. A lot of the sisters on our trip went. Shout out to Al Barouj Press. This is the group we went with Yasmin Mujahid and Dalia Mujahid as our ustadas and speakers for the trip. Okay, so this actually came very handy because when you go in the Haram, they check your bags, especially for the women. And this is where I stored. This is the bag they gave me on the airplane, and I just used it. And like if they see your snacks, like some women, they weren't letting in if they saw their dates, if they saw anything, any food. So I had all mine tucked away in here, so it was never a problem. So I brought some almonds, some little packs of almonds. I had some dates, of course. I had some chocolate that I never ate, but you know, something just to give you energy. I have a nut bar because sometimes you will be waiting, or you may, if you're going for a group, like our breakfast was included, but we had to do lunch and dinner on our own. So if we had a lot of activities, we were not able to get food till later. So it was nice to have something to give you energy. Also, you want to bring your books, your important books, but not too many. I brought a small mini Quran. It was actually very hard to read at first, but I kind of got used to it. I also brought a notebook to write down du'as and prayers, Umrah steps, anything you want to put in there. And I brought a prayer book as well. So this was essential for me. This became my kind of like my go-to little purse. I put my money in here, important documents, a passport. I even put my room card. So when I would go out the room and I would hang this on my neck, I had the little tag from my group. I had all the copies of all your, you have to have a copy of your visa, a copy of your Makeem, you have to have a copy of your passport. So anyways, I kept all the copies in there, vaccine card, all of that. And I had enough room for my phone. I fit right in the back. So it was always around my neck. It was easy to get to. I had my money, was safe. I didn't have to worry about it being in my book bag and while I'm doing tawaf, worrying about anybody bothering it, which I didn't notice many people bothering me or bothering any of our stuff. I don't know. One important thing that I've heard, you probably heard a lot, is bring an umbrella. Now, I was thinking an umbrella just for the sun, but the sun was not an issue. It actually rained while we were here. So the umbrella was very important. It rained pretty heavily. I wasn't out there when it was raining heavily, just lightly, but it came in handy. It rained in Mecca and Medina. Another important thing, so all these things on the table I can kind of keep in my book bag as needed. Maybe sometimes I leave it back and sometimes I take it. But this is a prayer rug I got from Amazon. I had someone bring it to me because I'm living in Senegal. But this is just a very light prayer rug that could fold up, very easily fit in my book bag. Not too heavy, not too thick, just that you could put down if you wanted to. Another essential thing that no one told me to bring that I brought anyways. Well, first of all, let's look at the bag. A bag for your shoes. You can bring any kind of bag. This is a bag someone actually gave me somewhere when we were going to the Masjid, but you might not always get them, so you want to keep that in your book bag. But this, doing Umrah, Now, some people might say, oh, don't wear the slippers because you need to feel the tile. Okay, the hard tile was not nice to feel. And I saw a lot of people wearing slippers. I even saw some people wearing shoes. So I had these slippers. So actually, when I went to do my second, it wasn't my second Umrah, but I went to do another Tawaf. I put these on, and it just made a huge difference. They're just a little cushion, kind of like socks. So if you want, bring something like this, some foldable, bendable slippers. Okay, so that's most of the stuff that went into my book bag. Of course, chargers, all of mine are over here. So you want to have one of these. These are anything can go in it. So you see my computer charger and this is the thing for my iPhone charger. So you don't want to forget your chargers. Now, something that I brought that I never needed, and I had seen a video where someone said, bring a travel iron. So I went through all the trouble to get a travel iron. Did not need it. Every hotel we stayed in had an iron. So I don't know if you're going, maybe if you're not staying in a really nice hotel, maybe bring a travel iron. But if you're staying in a nicer hotel, they all had irons, ironing boards. As far as clothes, now, if you're packing light, like me, let's start with my shoes. I brought one pair of tennis shoes, saved my life, great to have. But I also brought my comfortable sandals. I didn't wear them because it was actually really too cold. Or I just didn't, but I have some very comfortable flip-flops that I brought too, just to have two pair. I know some people brought two pair of tennis shoes. I don't see any reason to do that unless, I don't know. I don't see any reason to do that. Of course, you want to bring your undergarments, all that. Tissue. Very important, because this travel size tissue. Just you never know when you're going to need it to use the bathrooms. Because we stopped a few times on the different journeys to use the bathrooms. And they didn't have tissue. Socks. Of course, you want socks, especially if, like me, you have cold feet sometimes. You could wear them in the Masjid. You could wear them in your hotel room, wherever. Okay, so now as far as clothes, now I brought a white abaya and the black one that I'm wearing. A lot of people here wear black. Now, if you're like me, you don't want to just wear black. You want to bring another kind of abaya. I brought, I think, 3. A white, black, a gray, and just a nice one, kind of like that had a little color in it. And I brought maybe 2 scarves with some color and a white and black scarf. I just kept it really simple, really easy. Didn't need much. But let me give you a full shot of the black abaya. I actually had it made in Senegal. So this is the black abaya I wore. I had it made, and it was thick, and I was worried it was going to be hot. I came during December, early January, so it was perfect because it was actually very cold in Medina especially, but even in Mecca tonight it was very cold, so it came in handy. Also, make sure you bring some pajamas, like pants and a shirt, especially if you're traveling with a group. If you sleep in like a nightgown or something, that's fine too, but the pants and shirt were good because you could actually double them and wear them under your abayas when it was cool. Another important thing you cannot forget, you want to bring a sweater. Some people actually had jackets. This is the sweater I bought. It's kind of a long sweater. Some people had jackets, some people had coats. I like to pack light, so I just brought a sweater. It did the trick as long as I was wearing some layers. Now, the one thing, if you pack light, it's gonna be hard to bring back gifts, like if you want to bring gifts for anyone. But I still managed to get a good haul of gifts. Let me just show you in here. I still managed to get a good haul of gifts, just some very nice prayer rugs that are very thin, and I got some oils for people, some little bracelets for my daughters. So, I still managed to get some. And if you want to get big gifts, then you probably need to bring a big suitcase like my roommate. She brought a big suitcase and a little suitcase. But I wanted to go a little lighter than that. So I talk about the scarves, of course your underclothes. I brought a lot of bags too, so I just have random bags because I never knew when I would need them. Oh, important thing I almost forgot on this table, your vitamins. You want to bring your vitamins, your medicines, anything that you think you might need. You also want to bring, I just stuck a lot of little things in here. Fingernail clippers. You'll have to clip your nails before getting to ihram. And scissors. Some people said people had scissors, but I didn't see any. I also brought extra snacks to refill my little snack bag. There's some almonds and some more nut bars in here. And let's see, what else? Am I missing anything? Okay, in this pocket right here, I kept my laptop. I put it in a little bag. Odds and ends, like your earphones. I didn't really use those, but you never know if you need them. Paperwork. I just kept my paperwork in there. And what else? Oh, and I brought this fan. Didn't need it because I came. It's a battery-operated fan. And it's not working. Good thing I didn't need it. Come on, fan. Well, it was working before I came. But, anyways. My battery-operated fan. But I didn't need it because it was very cool this whole time. But, you know, maybe I clicked it on and then it went off. Stopped working. Yeah, and then chargers. Oh, and a pen. Well, we got this when we came with the group we were with. So, I brought a journal, but I forgot to bring a pen. So, this was very helpful. But, yeah, I did bring my laptop. You know, I had to do a little bit of work from here. And it kind of came in handy because I was able to upload some of, like, the talks from the speaker. Almost forgot, inside the pack, of course, some essentials. I have this hand sanitizer that really came from Whole Foods. I've had it for a long time. But this one they gave us on the plane, so I kept that. I brought some Advil, so that goes along with your medicines and vitamins. Oh, I brought some gum. Just want to, you know, freshen your breath. And now, don't forget a little bit of maybe unscented lotion. I actually had to buy this in the Dubai airport, and it cost like $17 USD. It was very expensive because I forgot lotion and it was in my carry-on that actually ended up getting checked. So bring some lotion, something in a small way to keep in your, you know, whatever you're keeping near you. Oh, and can't forget your sunglasses. It is very bright in some areas, so that will come in handy. And of course, I kept in here a little tasbih, thicker beads. But yeah, I think that's it. Your chapstick, you know, all your little essentials, and of course your toiletries. I packed my toiletries very light, bare essentials. With toiletries, you may want to pack like small little things that you'll need, and if you can find some unscented, that would be good. Just because unscented lotions or unscented soap and that kind of thing. You can actually shower, I think, before you get into ihram, and then after that you're not supposed to use anything with fragrance. So if you have some unscented and want to wash your hands instead of just washing with water. But it wasn't that difficult. Like if you didn't have anything unscented, you just use water for everything. Just were mindful. Bring a couple of extra masks just in case you needed it. I shared some of my extra. I brought like 2 of these that were in a pack. I shared them with other people, but I really wore this one the whole time. This one was super comfortable. It was made out of like just cloth. You also can wear niqab as a mask. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Of course, you need to bring your money, your cards, your debit cards, credit cards, so you can exchange your money. And before I go, let me just show you guys this little thing that I love when you go to Muslim countries. The Qibla direction right there. It's so neat. It's so nice to see that in the hotel. And they give you a prayer rug. Yep, that's it for what to pack for Umrah.